G'day, welcome back subscribers, Masters of the Universe fans. Finally, I've got another Masters of the Universe movie toy. It's been a while. I've pretty much cleaned out everything that you can get in the stores. So I found one on Amazon. It's the Chronicles 2-pack of Ram Man and Fisto. This was out for a little while, and I saw it come down on Amazon Day deals. I think it was $72 for the 2-pack of Chronicles, so that's $36 a figure. Not too bad considering they first came out at $39. I have noticed now that they're $29.99 Australian, which is an absolutely great price. I love my Chronicles, my Triclops and Trapjaw and Skelly. They're such good toys. Anyway, let's move on to this one. So this is a 2-pack. I don't think it's an Amazon exclusive, but I'm not sure. It's in like a shipper box like this, so I'm not sure how this is actually being presented to retail. I know the two figures are coming out individually, but anyway, here we go. I've got the 2-pack, so let's check it out. I'll pop a link in the description to this direct product link on Amazon. I believe it's still at that price. If you purchase from my link, I get a small commission. It's an affiliate link, but it'll take you straight there and you can just check out from there. But let's have a look. Now, I love these boxes, and this one is absolutely no exception. Look at that. That's absolutely stunning 2-pack presentation. Unfortunately for this box, it's getting torn open by me because I'm no longer any form of box collector when it comes to this modern stuff. It's all coming out and I'm going to rip these bad boys open and have a bit of play with them and display them. So let's check him out inside. It is almost a shame because that packaging is absolutely glorious, but let's have a look inside and see what's under the hood really. Like I said, these Chronicles, man, I reckon they're fantastic figures. Like I said, different scale, not Origins, not Masters, but I really like them, and I do believe now they seem to be going back and releasing a full catalogue of them. So I said I wasn't going to get them all. I think I've got every single one of them now except for Man-at-Arms and Teela. And Teela's only because I haven't been able to see it. I will buy Man-at-Arms when I see it for $29.99, but that's these guys. Look, they just look sensational together in that 2-pack. That little 2-pack display, they look gorgeous. So just looking at these guys in the blister, you can see how well done they are, the detail. They're beautiful, beautiful figures, honestly. Anyway, let's get them open and make this wonderful noise as I get the plastic clips off, which I hate. So this is Fisto's sort of energy from his fist. We'll start with Ram Man, I reckon, because Fisto looks cooler, I think, so we'll save him for last. If you watch some of these videos, you'll realise how much I hate these plastic clips that they put in there. It's got to be a better way, man. Alright, I think that's him. So they both come with 2 fists, which is actually pretty cool. One to hold weapon, one to not. He's so well detailed. Seems a bit tall for my likings, Ram Man. Hey, like he's quite tall. Beautiful. Obviously the vintage Ram Man's heads ain't going nowhere. This guy's really cool. You actually move it around a bit. He's got some nice kind of blue streaks through his. I'll get some stills up on the screen here. He's got really beautiful blue streaks through his armour. He looks sick. Let's get his axe going. I will leave his fists for the time being. I'm going to keep him in open hand mode just so he can yield his weapon. Wield his weapon, not yield. And let's have a look. Let's get him in there. That thumb's very tight, eh? Let's not snap the thumb off. Actually, I might make him left-handed. What do you reckon? Alright. First world problems. These arms are very tight to get a weapon in there. Jeez. I just want to snap his thumb. Alright, we got it in there finally. It's a very small axe, I've got to admit. I would have thought he'd come with something a bit more crazy and epic, but the actual figure's details are spectacular. Just stunning, everything about it. The sort of kilt kind of costume he's got is so well done. The detail in it. And like I said, that swirl that goes through there's like a greeny swirl going through his armour. It just looks like it's worn, you know, and old. That looks fantastic. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful figure. I've got to say that's really nice. I was obviously kidding myself when I said I wasn't going to get all these guys because they're so well done. They're absolute stunners, eh? And ripping them open, you can kind of stack them together pretty good without taking up too much space. They are big figures, but let's move on to Fisto now. These yellow things, I don't know what the hell they are. There must be some kind of wrist extensions for Fisto, I think. Nothing on the box, so that's going to be to my imagination. Oh, hang on, maybe that's something to do with Ram Man's leg extension. What the fudge are they? It says they belong to Ram Man, so maybe that's to make their little springs. Let's check him out before I crank FISTO actually. Maybe they're like little springy things to make him look like he's springing for an attack. I think they are actually. Which is pretty cool. Makes him even taller. I thought he was tall in the first place. Now he's even taller. Let's have a look at this guy. Let's get these springs in and figure out what it's all about. I think it's clipped in properly. Man, I've got sore fingers from gardening, eh? Some of these are hard to push in. Alright. Yeah, okay, so I think they're kind of springs. So it looks like he's in spring action when he's launching into his ram attack thing in the movie, and as he does in the cartoon and everything. Makes him look super tall. To be honest with you, I don't like them. They're coming out and they'll go in my little spare parts, Origins spare accessories bag, which, or MOTU and Chronicles now, which is really, tell you what, if I ever go to sell these one day, it's going to take me bloody months to figure out what accessory goes with what, because I've got it. All those Origins figures come with so many accessories, and I generally only display with them what they can carry. So I've just got a monstrous bag of accessories. But he's a beautiful figure. Like I said, very movie accurate. Even the face, man, just looks like just like the actor. I forget his name, my apologies. But beautiful figure. Alright, let's get on a FISTO, the main event potentially. So he comes with an open hand, massive fist. And then he's got a closed hand too. But let's check him out. That's actually quite painless. You've got to have him with a closed fist, right? Like, you've got to just run with a closed fist, don't you? Let's get him out first and have a look at him. He's a ripping figure. Wow. His armour as well, chest armour, also has like a worn swirl through it. Like it's being worn down. That's a lovely figure, man. The detail on these guys is just outstanding, eh? So he comes with open hand, closed hand. And I believe that's like the energy for his fist. But don't take my word for it. Let's get rid of his open hand, massive hand, and get his fist on. That's the way we know and love this dude. Yes, we do know that both hands are big. Not just his large hand, as per the movie. Oh man, they're hard to click in. Alright, I've got that in. Cool. Yeah, so it looks cool. Man, I reckon the fist could have just been a tad bit bigger. It looks cool, but just a tad bit more size on that fist, I reckon, just to over-accentuate a little bit. But then again, in the movie, it's not ridiculous size, so as per the character's arm. That's an absolutely stunning figure. Now let's check out this power punch effect when you put it on his fist. How does that work? It will just clip in. So that energy thing as you're giving someone an uppercut. Pretty cool. I'll get a still of that up as well. It does look cool. It reminds me of those kind of mask little subjects that I recently popped open. How a lot of the missiles and the things had little like sort of transparent laser attachments and energy attachments like that. That's what that kind of reminds me of. Pretty cool, but I think I like mine old school where you can see that monstrous fist of his. Yeah, I think that looks great to display. Man, these figures are bloody glorious to look at, like movie accurate. I'm gonna one day have to get these guys on display by themselves. At the moment, I'm just mashing them in absolutely anywhere in my toy cabinet, and not even necessarily MOTU with MOTU. I've got MOTU mixed in with kind of Mask, Star Wars all over the place. So there's some little mini toy cameo appearances going on throughout my cabinet. I actually quite like it. It looks really cool. It's not a purist setup the way I've got it, but I actually really like it. I'm having a bit of fun with it, and hey, it's about me, not what it's supposed to be. So there's no right or wrong with the way you display your toys, play with your toys, whatever you do with your toys. There's no right or wrong with it, man. Whatever makes you happy. And right now, these guys, I love these guys, and just chucking them in the cabinet randomly makes me super happy. Call me weird, but I don't care. I've never really been a toy collector, a modern toy collector, up until this MOTU Origins line a couple of years ago. So probably 3 or 4 years ago I've been collecting these guys now. And now I've obviously exploded into every single thing MOTU possible. And now I'm even buying bloody anything Amazon. I just found out Amazon sells just about every single toy line imaginable. So I'm buying Transformers, WWF, JoJo. Like, it's getting a little bit out of control. But hey, who cares? I'm having fun. And just free delivery next day to your door in most cases. So you can't go wrong. Sorry, I'm rambling a bit. That FISTO is absolutely glorious. And so is Ram Man. That's a beautiful 2-pack. Like I said, I paid $72 I think for the pair free shipping, which is 36 each. Not too bad. Check out, like I said, if you're keen on these guys, I've got a link in the description. You can purchase from my Amazon link. That's the cheapest I've seen them to date, 72 for the pair. I do believe they're coming out individually packaged as well. So I don't know if you're not into a 2-pack sort of scenario setup, or if you're getting them all individually packed and you want to display them with their boxes, probably the single one's the way to go. But if you're cracking them open and you can get them a few dollars cheaper, this is the way to go for me. They are bloody stunning figures. Yeah, look, I'm obviously a slave to this line. I thought I was only going to get kind of Skelly, Trapjaw, and a couple of my favourites. But then I saw Triclops, man. He was absolutely a corker. Had to get him, and now I've got this 2-pack. And look, how am I going to not? And I've got He-Man, obviously, and Battlecat, which is amazing. Check out my video on Battlecat. My God, Battlecat's a stunner. These are just cracking figures, eh? Like, unbelievable. I will venture to say, buy every single Chronicles figure they release for the movie line. What I'm going to say now is, like, when they go back release and get every single Chronicles known to man. I have seen they've made a couple. I think they made a Scareglow. I'm not going to buy that. But I'm going to say I'm only going to buy the movie Chronicles. But I know what's going to happen. They're going to go out and they're going to make Tongue Lasher, or they're going to do a Skelly, Terraclaw Skelly, and I'm going to buy it, and then that's going to open the barn doors. The floodgates will open, and I'll go berserk. So, look, for now, I'm sticking with the movie Chronicles, but they are absolutely beautiful. These guys are both 10 out of 10s. The only thing, I'm saying he looks a bit tall, but he doesn't really, and he was a bit taller in the movie. That Ram Man's just absolute corker of a figure, like, unbelievable figure. Unbelievable detail. Just you look at the wear that they've built into the armor and stuff. It's just so much effort and attention and details gone into it. And then the Fisto is absolutely unreal. Hard to fault them in the slightest. And they've got that extra little bit of point of articulation in their torso. So not only do they bend at the waist, but mid torso they kind of move as well. So it gives you a bit of an opportunity to really get into swing into a kind of an uppercut or whatever it may be, whatever the attack may be. You can really swing his torso through and get him going into some sick display poses. And the points of articulation are out of control. The head goes up, down, left, right, and goes every single angle. 2 points of articulation through the torso and waist. Then you obviously got the shoulder joint. Then just below the sort of upper delt, that moves out as well. That rotates. Then at the elbow goes up, down. The wrist. This hand just popped off because I didn't click it on properly. Your points of articulation, the amount of points of articulation is out of control. Then you go the leg pivots up, down, forward, kneecap goes back, forward. Just below the knee goes spins around. The ankle goes pretty much 360 all the way around. You can get this guy into some mad poses, and these are great for like just doing some sick poses and images. If you're into your stills, I've seen some incredible people doing some stills, but you can get him into some real sick stances and stuff like that, kneeling, really moving into some kind of strike. I haven't actually done a lot of play with the advanced posing of them, but the points of articulation on these is crazy. Wonderful figures, man. If you're picking these guys up these guys cost me 36 each, which I was quite happy with, but if these guys are going to be a $29 line, like once they go on sale, in general, the Chronicles, mate, that's a steal for what they put into them. Stunning figures. Anyway, that's the Chronicles Ram Man and Fisto 2-pack. I'm not sure if it's an Amazon exclusive. That's where I got it from. Came with a nice shipper box. If you're interested, there's a link in the description. You can purchase it directly from Amazon through my affiliate link. But yeah, get these guys, man. They're stunners, man. And I'm not sure how many Chronicles they're releasing. I thought at first they weren't going to do too many because only a couple came out initially, sort of Trapjaw, Skelly, and He-Man. But they're kind of not flooding through, but they're coming through pretty consistently now. So it leads me to believe they're probably going to release a whole lot of them. And if they're selling well, which I think they are, why would you stop? And I want them to stop because I'm running out of room, but I don't want them to stop because they're absolutely beautiful. But they're stunners, man. If you're into these movie figures, or Masterverse or Chronicles, do it, guys. This 2-pack is beautiful. Absolutely stunningly done figures. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys. If you want to check out some more Chronicles, check out my vids here. I'll link you to the Battlecat one at the end of this. That is an absolutely cracking figure, or cat, whatever you want. I've got the Battlecat and He-Man sort of reviewed together. They look amazing. I've just got them up there, standalone, next to some of my favourite items, next to my vintage G.I. Joe hydrofoil and my vintage AT-AT, and they just stand alone up there. It's a glorious cat. thanks for watching, guys. So much more coming. As soon as this MOTU stuff comes out, you know I'm going to buy it and check it out and let you know what I think of it. Thanks a lot, guys.